Let's get this ball rolling, bro.
But I was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and I was telling her it's the capital of Heinz. Oh snap! Yeah, there you go.
We did not plan this. The
Pittsburgh.
program.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. What is that? The Penguins?
This is the Penguins, but this is the Snoop Dogg edition. On the back it says Gin and Juice '94. You know?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's where Heinz ketchup was started.
Yeah.
And you eat ketchup?
Yes.
I want to eat ketchup. Everything in my life says that I points into the direction of me liking ketchup, but it's one of those things that I don't.
So my question is, I've heard you say a number of times on this broadcast that you're Dominican.
Yes, sir.
So what about mayo ketchup? Isn't that like
I don't need mayo either. I mean, I just got nauseous the fact that you even just brought that up.
So like, how do you eat at like family functions? Isn't that like a thing? The mayo ketchup?
Nah, my family is more on the because I'm the youngest in my family, so everyone was like older. They're more on the healthy side when it comes to like so they'll eat like not super healthy, but they don't eat like a lot of like fried stuff.
Chicharron.
You don't find it at family events, but some people sure do eat mayo ketchup. That's like mixing mayo and ketchup is a crazy move.
But that's because you don't like condiments. You're not a condiment guy.
I like barbecue sauce.
Okay.
I like hot sauce. I like buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I gotten into in my elder years?
What's that?
And this might be controversial. Relish.
You're a relisher?
Yeah, I'm a fan of relish.
That's
now.
a real adult like thing.
Yeah.
That happens.
Ain't no kids
adulthood.
eating relish.
No.
That's a big adult food.
So does that mean that you're partaking in the glizzy? Then like, what do you eat relish on?
I'd rather not talk about that.
All right, yeah, we'll save that for the Patreon.
Until
we'll save that for the Patreon.
Because I don't know when it happened, but at some point, hot dogs got gay.
They got branded in a way that,
and I don't support this.
That's not fair to them.
Yeah, I don't think they deserve that.
No,
I'd rather not get into that.
And then I mean, not to cut you off, but like if you've ever been in Nathan's and Coney Island, like, so what? I can't.
No,
Memorial Day.
I mean, new rules.
That's
the new rules.
That's crazy.
That's what they say. But I don't agree with this. No, I don't agree with this.
All right.
And I'd rather not talk about hot dogs.
Okay.
Yet, although we are in April.
It's April.
We got deep faked because we thought it was going to be hot, and then it just got cold again.
They swindled us.
It's nothing worse than when it's hot and then it gets cold because your body's just used to it. So like, a light 38 degrees feels freezing after you had already adapted your mind to the warmth.
But here's the thing, because this is how they swindled us. We had daylight savings, so we got the sun, and then it was warm, and then it went back to being brick. So it was just like, are you not hearing it? I feel so concerned because like you're just like, what's up over there? You good?
Have you never seen Johan do this?
Nah, he does it way more.
Well, he does panic a little bit, but you're panicking. You look like a third base coach. Yeah. You're like giving me signs. I don't know what any of this means. You're like doing a bunch of signs. She's taking off her hat. She's like,
I'm so concerned.
Yeah.
Like, are we recording?
No, he does this all the time. You've never seen it. If you're listening, he'll hold his headphones like there's no audio coming out of them, close his eyes and put his head down like he's concentrating really hard.
But it looks way more suavemente than what's going on right now. I'm concerned. Like, are we sounding good?
I tell him to stop doing it too because it makes me think that there's a problem, that there's an issue going. I lose my train of thought.
And then you zooming in like...
When is Johan coming back?
Is it going that badly?
No.
1 week. 1 week.
1 week. Is he back in Arizona?
He flew out today and he is getting back Monday of next week.
Is he checking on his friend with the dog?
No, his brother's in a music festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's going.
What kind of music does his brother do?
I think he DJs.
Oh, his brother's a DJ?
I think he DJs.
Oh.
I don't know. We should find out and then say it on the next one. Up. Yeah.
What do you think about Korean trap?
Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
I was on my way over here and my Uber driver, like, that's what he was jamming.
He was Korean?
Yeah.
I think you gotta be to listen to it. But that's a big thing. It's Korean
R&B too.
Yeah, no, Korean R&B for sure. But what's the the music now. I'm an old man.
K-pop?
K-pop?
No, the rap. The
trap?
No.
Drill.
The drill.
Korean drill.
They got Korean drill. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got K-drill.
K-drill is word?
Yeah, because for drill, it's just a sound. You don't really need to know what they say.
No.
It's just a chop
it's
up.
It's the beats. Yeah.
I gotta go to Asia. I want to take some vacations this year.
But that's a long flight, bro.
I know. When I did Africa, it was coming back from Africa was 14 hours.
That's whew.
14 hours direct.
That's about like 10 hours too long. And
yeah, but you know what? You know what's crazy? 14 hours sometimes you could deal with it better than 4 hours. Because 4 hours, as soon as you sit on the plane, you're like, when are we landing?
When are we landing? Like,
and in 14 hours, you're like, we're not landing anytime soon.
At all.
And you're just free to whatever.
Okay. I feel that.
I would like, before I leave this earth, I would like to do a first class Emirates flight.
But to where?
Dubai.
Okay.
Or Emirates goes everywhere, but I would like, if there's any rich queens or princesses from Dubai that want to fly me out.
You trying to get flown out?
Yeah, to Dubai.
Do they like your comedy? Are you big out there? They like
I went to Dubai last year. I did the Dubai Comedy Festival.
Was it hot?
It was very hot. It's like Vegas, but it's so funny because you think that here that, oh, it's gonna be so offended or whatever, and they were just like, whatever. It was like, say whatever. We don't care. Yeah.
We're rich.
Yeah. Dubai is like,
it's crazy.
It's insane.
Isn't like the Bugattis taxis?
It's just so much rich men and beautiful women. Why is it that when there's rich men that beautiful women are around, Marty?
That's a great question.
I don't know. Have you seen that clip from the Marilyn Monroe movie where she's like, don't you think a man being rich is like a woman being pretty? Like, it's not necessary, but it helps.
Sure.
I don't know.
I think that's a pretty safe.
That's probably
accepted.
That's like 1-to-1.
Yeah,
that's a 1-to-1 correlation.
I don't think that, but your question made me think of it. The Marilyn Monroe clip.
No, I think that is true. I think a man being rich is equal to a woman being pretty, but a woman being pretty doesn't come with the same power. A rich man has power. A real rich man.
So, are you saying that like there's no aesthetically challenged women when there's a rich man?
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna pretend that I went around the entire Dubai, but I will say when I was out there, I only saw like it was just models. Like the lowest. I don't know if they kicked the uglies to like a certain part of town, but like the lowest was probably like an 8.5. Or
was it like what is it? I Am Legend. They came out at night.
Well, Dubai is a weird place because they're not allowed to sell alcohol. Yeah. Except at the hotels, which is where every club, restaurant, and thing is. So the night away from the hotel is like empty. It's kind of like I Am Legend, just like ghost town. Yeah. But then you go to like the hotel and it's all models. I want to go back. Okay. I want to travel more this year. I mean, I literally travel every single weekend.
Every weekend you're on a plane.
I know, but I want to travel more.
Where you working?
Yeah. I want to live, eat, pray, love. What is this?
Eat, pray, live, love.
Eat, pray, love.
Live, laugh, love.
What is that? What's the concept behind that?
Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like she's going through a divorce. So she goes to 3 different countries and she eats in Italy and she prays in
the Vatican?
Nepal?
India, I think.
India? And then it's like Italy, India, and Nepal, I think.
Nepal's not India?
No.
So I'm out.
It's its own country.
That's painful, but yeah. So she does it like she does one in each country, and that's like the vibe.
So there's no sex?
Well, I think that's the country she like falls in love in. I don't know which one.
What country did she fall in love in?
I thought she fell in love in India, and she prayed in Nepal.
People who get divorced and then fall in love again, man, I think they have gambling addictions,
and they got courage.
Like it's crazy to get to know somebody. Go through that whole thing, think this is your person. You get proposed to, have a wedding, have a honeymoon, meet each other's families, sometimes have kids, then get divorced, and just be like, I'm gonna just do that again. Yeah. And then and bet that it'll work out.
But what about the people who do it 3 times, 4 times? Like, it's one thing to break up and be in a relationship.
Those people are kind of cool, I think. It's kind of cool.
So past 2 is cool?
Yeah, I think those people that like got married like 5 times, those are like I love hard.
They're love harders.
I mean, look at somebody like Ariana Grande. She's been married twice already. She's like 27.
Really?
So she was engaged to Pete, and I think she got married to the other dude.
She's like a serial.
And now she's divorced.
She's divorced?
Yeah, she's divorced and dating a new guy who she'll probably be engaged
by the end of the year.
I want to be like that. I want to get married mad times.
Would you accept if she proposed to you?
Oh,
have you ever been proposed to?
Can we go to your wedding?
Oh, I'm DJing.
Could you go to my wedding?
Yeah.
You could go to the first one for sure.
Well, because you made fun of me like 10 episodes ago for not having been to enough weddings. And I feel like yours would be really fun.
Of course. Have you ever been to a Dominican wedding?
I feel like mine would be I think my wedding would probably be bougie.
Super.
I could see you doing it for your first one, and then your second one.
She's not even wishing you success on the first one.
Well, we're being realistic.
Right.
But your second one.
So you just accept that?
Your second one would be like the complete opposite. Where like I did it. I could see you doing one bougie, one courthouse, and then the other 3 would be quirky.
I'm the kind of guy, to be honest, that I'm like, I don't even know if I really would like a wedding, like a big wedding. Like you do it kind of for the lady to give her day. But I'm good just like popping up married.
But at the same time too, like we gave wedding etiquette. Like I have my suit, I got my tux ready, like I got the gift. Like what's up? Like what do you mean?
Wedding etiquette is good and people should follow it. But judging from when I went to my boy's engagement party, I think some people ain't ready for like to attend weddings. Like some people don't have the etiquette to attend weddings. If I'm gonna have a wedding, I want it to be classy.
But I think we have something here. Wedding attendance coaches, like that could be our thing.
Like we could coach people on how to go to weddings.
Yeah, like how to go to weddings.
You've been to thousands and millions.
I'm like a wedding professional.
Yeah, you've been to a lot of them and you've seen what to do and what not to do.
Have you ever seen anyone interrupt the ceremony?
Like I object?
Yeah.
No, that's only in the movies. But I've seen like the craziest thing I've seen at a wedding is that it was an interracial wedding. And
that is crazy.
Yeah, what were the two races? It was Nigerian and Italian. Oh, yeah, not too crazy, but it got crazy in the sense of like the Nigerian side. They all, they came in traditional African garb, right?
Nigerians are lunatics. I'm just coming from somebody who's 25% Nigerian. I did my ancestral DNA.
23andMe?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nigerians, they believe that they're all kings. Like, you're not.
You saying it, right?
Because a king... And I'm part of the problem.
But you're 25%.
Yeah, I'm part of the problem.
You contribute. Yeah.
Because a king is a thing. Mm-hmm. It's not just like a name. No, just assign.
You have to, it comes with like job description.
Yeah. It's like how some people be like, oh, I'm a boss. And it's like, you're not.
You've never paid anyone.
You're not a boss. You're on a payroll.
Yeah. Like, do you know what
for Chase Bank,
like taxes are?
You're a teller at Chase Bank.
No, but you're a boss.
That's not a boss, but that's not everyone is meant to be a boss. Not everyone is meant to be a king.
That's like...
There's still other positions that's good.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't accept that. But hold on. We're digressing because of the wedding question. Yeah. So they came in, they had traditional garb and everybody was supposed to, let's say green. Everybody that was a part of the groom's family is wearing the green traditional Nigerian garb. Well, there was a section of the family that said, screw this, we're protesting, and they came in yellow traditional African garb while everybody else in the wedding is wearing green and white as a sign of protesting. So I'm like, how do you just decide to go to somebody's wedding and say, no, I'm gonna wear my own color because we don't vibe?
Well, if you tell me that I gotta go to your wedding dressed in a certain color, guess who's not going to your wedding?
This guy. That guy right there.
Me.
Him.
I don't care if the color is black and white. What I was originally gonna wear.
Don't tell you.
If you tell me that there's a color scheme for your wedding, like it's a kid's birthday party,
yeah,
I'm not going.
You're not following it.
No.
I respect that.
I have trouble following authority when it comes to clothing.
Especially at a wedding, right?
Yeah.
I'm already dropping how much for the gift.
Imagine somebody, Marty, you got the shocked face, but imagine somebody invited you to a wedding and then was like, oh yeah, by the way, you got to wear this hunter green.
I would put on hunter green and then talk about how good my hair looked with the color.
You got hunter green? You're going to have to buy a hunter green dress.
Yeah, but I would have to buy a dress anyway because that's just the way life works.
Right, but imagine having the pressure of it now having to be hunter green.
No, it's like guys.
And then you, I know you're going to have anxiety. You're going to be like, it's probably not the right green. I'm going to stand out. Everybody probably went darker green. You're wearing light green.
I'd either go really for it or I go really against it. You're not wrong. But I feel like I go really for it. I feel like I would really enjoy. I like parameters and rules to like play in. And then I also I think it has benefits. Like I'll have fun if you give me parameters, but I also feel like it's like an extreme. It's either I'll really like the parameters or I'll not listen to any of them. It's one of the two.
Well, you bring up a good point because I don't mind parameters. I think putting parameters on a party can be fun.
Yeah.
However, I don't think for a wedding, weddings on their own are a lot.
It's a parameter in itself.
Like when you invite somebody to a wedding, weddings is one of the only, I feel like, parties where if you get invited to that party, it is now a job for you. Like you have to do a job. You have to go get an outfit. It's like a king. You gotta go. You gotta do stuff. If it's a regular party where it's like, oh, come in green, I'm like, all right, because I don't gotta fly to Mexico to do your green party.
Exactly.
You know.
So now I gotta fly to Mexico and I gotta wear verde. Come on.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So what happened at the wedding?
Basically, I mean, I was DJing, so I didn't hear all of. I got like the tea second-handedly, but basically, like it was beef. It was on set.
Now the woman was Italian?
Yes.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
What kind of Italian? Like Sicilian?
I didn't get too much information, but I would assume slim thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they met at the gym. I know the whole story.
Yeah, people just I don't know how people just be getting married.
At the gym?
Like people just be meeting people, they'll date and they'll just be like,
let's get married.
Let's do this forever.
But like, what do you think is a good
what's good with y'all?
Time allotment? Like, how do you meet somebody and in like 6 months you're like, okay, let's get married?
Those are the love hard people. What are the Taurus? What's the sign?
Hey,
I think it's Taurus.
Oh man.
I think it's Scorpios.
I feel attacked.
And I think that it's
Cancers.
No, because I wouldn't.
I think Cancers.
Cancers are big love harders.
They're very emotional.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like it's unself-aware Cancers. If you're not self-aware, because I'm self-aware, so I know that no matter how, like I'm like if I'm like.
But you're a blowfish.
Okay. But my point is just like if you're not, but that's true of every sign. I feel like if you're not self-aware, then you're married in 6 months.
What does a blowfish mean?
Okay, so I had this theory where I was watching this National Geographic documentary about blowfish.
Did you explain this already?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think all your explanations start with a National Geographic documentary.
Wait, I think I did explain this already. But anyway, like the way they protect themselves are just blowing up to get really big and being poisonous, but you have to bite them to find out they're poisonous.
Yeah.
So it's like this most dumb form of protection on the planet because it just leaves everyone injured. And I was like, that would be funny if my ex realized how ironic that was.
Oh, okay. So you don't think you're the kind of person that could meet somebody and get married in 6 months?
No, God, no.
I think I might be able to. I think I could be, but the people that it happens to, their argument is that they were swept off their feet, and their argument is you're saying no because you've never been swept off your feet. You've never been in love like that.
Have you been swept off your feet?
Yeah, and I'm saying no because I know that
you've been swept off your feet.
It's irrational. Like that's not compatibility. That's like that's something else.
Irrational.
Yeah, like
It's
you're not
lust?
Thinking rationally. You're not thinking like, do I want to legally combine everything in my life with this person and make it a lawyer's problem for us to break up?
Have you been listening to the Adulthood pod? Because you're making a lot of sense right now. Keep going. ISO.
Getting married just means that you're involving a lawyer in your breakup.
The state.
There's a lot of women listening to this and hating you right now.
Like
sorry.
legit at 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's like Marty's such a pick me.
So
what is that?
What's a pick me?
I am not. That's so mean.
A pick me isn't mean.
Yes, it is.
What is it?
Pick me. Choose me.
A pick
Love
me is
me.
no. A pick me is according to what I've been how I've been explained. You hear them a lot on these podcasts. Like these women that some of them they go on the podcast and they just be saying things that you could be a guy pick me too, but they'll be saying things that men generally say to make themselves more appealing to men. So it's kind of like your opinion is like, pick me, pick me, pick me. I had a friend who I told her that
she's a pick me?
No, that she we're super cool and we be talking about everything, and then every time I'll say an opinion, and you know me, like I'm gonna give you the truth. I'm gonna give you the truth in my opinion, right? So sometimes it's not gonna be what you want, right? But she would tell me her opinions from all her guy friends, and every time I let it go a couple times, but every time she would tell me like their opinions, it would be like some pick me guy opinions. And there's nice guys out there. Obviously, I think we're two of the best. But you know, as a man, when a dude, just like you know, as a woman, when a woman's giving you pick me answers. You know? I
was looking for the lie because we are two of the best.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Like as a guy, if let's say your lady, you know, a bunch of her guy friends, if she starts telling you and their opinion starts to sound too pick me, you're gonna be like, all right, I think these guys are feeling you.
Yeah.
Because sure you're able to have, but you can't side if these men that just side with the women for everything. It's like you got no opinion on
you have no spine,
right?
You have no backbone,
right? Everything is fluid. Even Marty, she's a woman and she doesn't believe in marriage or love or things like that. So it's
love at first sight,
right? It's a spectrum.
It's the spectrum of love.
That's not true.
You just said it.
Is that not what you just said?
You just said it's irrational.
I don't think it should be made. I don't think that you should make the decision in 6 months.
So you don't believe
6 months is actually a long time.
90-day fiance.
Yeah, like some people be married in a month.
Who? Who do you know?
90-day fiance. People. Yeah, especially like in COVID. Like think about how many people got married because they got shacked up. Shout out to Tahiri, but Tahiri had somebody bring his suitcase, in 6 months, 2 days?
Yeah.
How long it was?
What do you think? All right, so maybe we'll put this as a poll. How quick is it? How soon enough is it okay to marry somebody?
That's a great poll.
3 years.
3 years?
3 years.
Marty, y'all be divorced in 3 years.
3 years? You got to know, like, date for 3 years? That's your time frame?
I think 18 months as an adult in your 30s is decent.
That's when you get a good
You'll get a good
frame
vibe.
of who that person
as
is?
adults, not in your 20s. Because in your 20s,
you're still...
You're not who you were 18 months ago.
Yeah. And you still have all the energy.
Yeah, you need to be in your after your mid 30s. I think 18 months
is a good time frame. Yeah,
but in your 20s,
don't follow that.
I don't think you should get married in your 20s.
No, I'll agree with that. I feel like you should have one marriage a decade. I feel like that would be a good vibe for you, Ian.
Me?
You got married once in your 30s. You got married once in your 40s.
Why is she like this negativity on you? Like,
well, I don't think this is negative. I think this is good. But it's just expensive.
Yes.
Divorces are expensive too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
are you a prenupper?
I don't think I could afford it. Oh hell yeah, we gonna do this.
You know, there's a post-nup thing too.
A post-nut?
Yeah, but post-nup.
Post-nuptials. Yeah,
post-nuptials.
Yeah, but even prenups, they help. But even those, sometimes they could not be.
Especially living in California.
Yeah, I think 18 months. In your 30s, maybe 2 years minimum in your 20s. But you shouldn't get married in your 20s.
You shouldn't get married in your 20s. And I like that 18-month frame of reference because, you really ain't got the energy. You're not going to be outside like that. You know what I mean? You kind of have to like start making some real serious like cut downs.
Some people, I think it varies. I'm running into some people in their 30s that's in the club every night. I think people getting their second wind.
Bro, I seen I seen something so egregious that it was just like, I can't believe like this is happening right now. So, I'm DJing, I'm doing my thing. And when you can tell when somebody's on a date, it was brunch. So somebody was on a date. It was a guy and a girl. They were on a date. Energy. Yeah. And the guy was like, sitting close to the girl, trying to, do it. You know how it is on the first day. You try to like break the touch barrier and stuff like that.
You trying to touch her?
I think so. Mm-hmm. And she was like entertaining it, but when a woman's not feeling it, like she's just there because like, all right, I'm out. It was raining. I can't believe I came out. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna have some drinks. The guy gets up to go to the bathroom and she sees another guy that she might be feeling, and she goes and she talks to him and they exchange numbers. And then the other guy comes out and like is oblivious to the whole thing. And now I have, the bird's eye view. I seen the whole thing. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, getting another guy's number while you out on a date is crazy work.
What?
Marty, would you do this?
Would you do this, Marty? You've done it before. You look.
No.
You've done it before?
No.
Women are bad people.
What?
I don't think I think
Morticia.
It would just depend on the date. Like, what if the date was bad? Like, what if he was saying, like, egregious things?
Like,
but why would you still stay then?
What's egregious? That warrants you getting another guy's number.
I mean, people have said egregious things.
On dates with you before?
Yeah.
Really?
And you're just like...
What's the worst thing somebody has said on a date to you?
I almost don't want to tell you.
Why?
Because it comes to my brain, but it was just so weird.
Was it a guy or a girl?
I think the people are literally clamoring to hear.
They're on the edge of their seats.
It was so strange. And I remember thinking, like, that's a really, like, it was a boy, and I was in college, and he was like, I think he was very politely asking me what my ethnicity was.
Yeah, ethnicity.
Yeah, like he was like very unpolitely asking it, but he was like, because like I'm half Mexican, but you can't really tell. And he goes,
you're half Mexican?
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, not a word.
Who's Mexican? Your dad?
My dad. Or you're just like, are you looking for it now? If you're watching the video, I can see Ian like.
How did he ask you?
My face.
How did he ask you?
He asked me what kind of brown I was.
Well, you're not brown at all.
And I was like looking at my hand, and I was like, nothing to my knowledge. I'm pink. Like, I was just like, what does that even mean? And
that's not the worst way to ask it.
No. What is the worst way to ask it? What is the worst way to ask it?
To ask somebody's what?
Like what their ethnicity is? Because when he asked it, I was like, what? And then he like repeated it. And I was like, I like told him my ethnicity, and he was just like, he goes, oh yeah, I was just checking. And I was just like, why? You can't tell with me at all.
That's not the worst way to ask it.
What is the worst way to ask it?
What's the worst way to ask somebody's ethnicity?
Ethnicity.
Was your ancestors slave owners or slaves?
That's not worse than what kind of.
What? You got to sit there and be like, well, they were slave owners. But that was just my grandfather. We don't condone it.
We don't talk about him.
We don't condone it.
We stopped talking about him last year.
I got a friend. This is a true story. I got a friend who, she's from the South. I can't say too much, but she's from the South. And her family, she's rich. And her family is well-known slave owner. Like ancestors were well-known slave owners in the South. Which is, that's weird.
That is weird.
It's very weird.
Yes. I would imagine that would be strange.
Let's get into our topic for today. For volume 52, we talk about FoMo.
FoMo!
I feel like FoMo, you think FoMo is bad in high school. In high school, everyone got it. And you think it gets better, but I feel like you always have it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't be wanting to go to the thing, but you want people to invite you and want you there. Would you say you're an introvert or extrovert?
I have come to grips.
Take both cards?
I've come to grips into terms that I am an introverted extrovert.
If you had to just pick one and side with it and you couldn't go.
I think in my 20s I was more extroverted, but now that I'm settling into my 30s, I'm more of an introvert.
Yeah, because I think I'm the same. Obviously, I'm a stand-up comedian, so you got to be a little bit of both. But if I had to pick one, I would say introvert.
Introvert?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I prefer not to hear people speak.
Okay.
If you
being
give
honest,
me a choice,
yeah.
But then people speak, and sometimes I'm like, all right, this isn't that bad.
It's a cool person.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
But if you had to weigh it, like if you put it on a spectrum, the spectrum would lead.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've had people speak and win me over, but off the bat, once you start speaking, I'm kind of like, I could do without this.
Yeah,
you know.
And then does that like extend to being invited to places and like knowing that people are going to be there and that they're going to be speaking, and you're like, I don't want to do this.
Well, I here's the thing. With what I do, I kind of have to go places. I can't just be an introvert and live in my home because that's not where funny things happen, right? Funny thing happens at the Nigerian wedding where one person's wearing green. Half a family's green and the other family's yellow. You in that, then you get material. That's where comedy happens. So I kind of get forced to have to go to things. Okay. And I also want to be, I think everyone wants to be invited. Marty just asked to be invited to my hypothetical wedding.
She's also really said fun. Both of them.
Yeah.
All three.
People just want to be invited. What are you, Marty? Intro or extra?
I think I'm an extrovert.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're outside talking to people?
I like being around people more than I like being by myself. But I don't like...
Really?
Yeah.
Let's expound on that. Why? Like, where does that come from?
Cabin time.
Were you a C-section?
No.
Does the C stand for cabin? Does that have to do with it?
I don't know. I just hear people ask that.
Yeah.
I think it literally comes from Alaska. I think it comes from cabin time. Yeah, because like I wasn't around anyone for like a really long time.
I could see that.
Like
you walked right into that, Marty. You walked right into
definitely could see that.
You walked right into that one.
Not a lot of human exposure.
Why would you say
until
that?
This podcast.
Well, I got around people in high school and I really liked it. And I was like, this is fun.
But are you like you get invited, like, all right, Friday night, all right, Marty, there's a party Friday night. Party Marty, you going?
Party Marty.
You going?
Yeah. And I'll like make a thing out of the outfit and I'll get excited. And,
all right.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, I have a party.
But you're still like in your 20s.
Yeah. But like, I feel like I just like people. I like being around.
I get
energy from people.
I like a party too. I like an adult party. Like sex parties.
Okay.
No.
Swingers. Shout out to all the swingers out there.
I enjoy, for example, I went to an engagement party a couple weeks ago. That was great. From 6 to 11.
Boom. You stayed till 12?
In and out. I stayed till 11:30. I left before most people. It was great. I want to go to that. Invite me over to like a dinner party.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll do a ratchet party too.
Okay. I think as a function of my job, I'm around ratchetness so much that don't invite me to anything ratchet. Like I'll come and then I'll see it and then I'm out.
Sometimes I feel like I want to go places and turn up just to show people how to turn up correctly.
But the thing is too, is like, you said that you were suffering from hangovers? What is
Anxiety.
Anxiety?
Yeah. I got drunk and told my dad I love him.
Yeah. I'm still jealous that you have one, but like, whatever. The anxiety affects me so badly that I can't even turn up the way that I want to because, especially like growing up when we grew up, we were professional turn-uppers.
I know, but the drinks that make you forget it. That's why it's anxiety. You get a couple shots and you'll forget it. If you don't drink, you won't say no. You'll just be chilling because you'll remember like, hey, I'm going to regret telling this person that I love their music.
Or standing on the bar. Yeah. Pouring shots in the...
Right. Like, I'm going to regret...
Because... We grew up before cancel culture.
Yeah. One time I remember I went out with some coworkers. This was back in the day when I used to work at the airport. And we went out, it was like me and like 4 like coworkers. And we saw another one of our coworkers who, I mean, he worked with us, so we knew where he was financially. But he had already had a couple drinks in him. So he saw us. And then he got way too excited. So he ran up to us and he was like, yo, it was 4 of us. He was like, yo, let's do shots. Let's all do shots. And we was like, all right, like we'll do a shot. We was like 24. He was like, all right, let's do shots. So he ordered like 6 shots. And then the bill came and it was like $185. And he was like, immediately, we just walked into the club, $185. And he paid the bill. And that messed with me. I was like, I was like, I know what he makes.
That was his check.
He's my coworker. I know what he makes per hour.
He probably spent his whole check.
This guy just spent 2 days. He just spent 2 days of work
on these shots.
On shots for us.
Oh, man.
So the next day, I knew it was going to come back. I ain't say nothing. I knew it was going to come back. So the next day, he hit us up and was like, yo, guys, like, my bad. Like, I got a little carried away and I ordered the shots, but y'all mind, like, sending me $20? We was so broke back then. We understood.
But you recognized immediately, like, hold on,
bro.
I know what you make, bro.
I told my other coworker, because I saw she dropped the check. She was like $185. And I was like, is he gonna pay? Because I was like, we'll all just pay. We all could just give $20. And he was like, nah, I got it. And I told my boy, I was like, yo, that was $185.
Oh my God. But what did you get?
I don't know. I think he got like, because he was like, he was like, get what y'all want, But we ended up all sending him $20, so he did all right.
My thing was that, like, did y'all not like talk to him at work so he was even more excited? Like, oh, I'm out with the boys, because that happens too.
He's one of those guys that won't admit it publicly that it hurt him, but we knew it did because he said it in the chat. Yeah, but he won't admit it publicly.
Man, I mean, I remember my first job, like my first official corporate job, and going out to those happy hours, and I was still like in prime drinking shape. So like, this is when I was going out Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I was in the prime of my drinking, like,
every
career.
Day that ends in a day,
basically. But the thing is, you realize quickly that, like, especially people who have kids and stuff and they don't really go out, that they're not made to be drinking the way like someone who's just graduated from college is supposed to be drinking.
No.
So, we're out. And again, the thing is, at corporate functions, there's always the corporate card. So the drinks it's basically open bar. It's basically open bar. And this is the time of my life when I was drinking Irish car bombs.
What's Irish car bomb again?
Irish car bomb is Guinness, and then they put a shot of whiskey in there. Ooh. Whiskey and Baileys. Whiskey, Baileys, and Guinness, and you have to chug it.
What's the most days you've drank consecutively?
I would say 15 days.
15?
Yeah.
2 weeks plus one.
2 weeks plus one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's pretty impressive.
Like spring break, and then we came back and like
2 weeks straight of drinking. That's
2 weeks straight. Plus one.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, I'm pretty sure
But you weren't getting blasted every night. You just have a drink every night.
I cannot agree or deny what happened. But no, we were pretty intoxicated.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then also the week leading up to graduation, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. What about in recent times?
In recent time, like my consecutive streak? Oh, like maybe 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Nah, I remember I got like during the holidays, probably like 10 days. But again, I'm not getting blasted.
Not getting blasted.
Like wine. I'm drinking wine and
My problem is that like I'm easily excitable, especially like when it comes to like shots and stuff. And if you're having a good time, like holiday party season, let's go for it. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, we're going to the next bar. I'm like, okay.
My problem is I'll have a drink and want to smack the shit out of my coworkers. Nah, I'm joking.
Is that why you do comedy now?
That ain't me. When was the last time you like there was an event that you really were mad you missed, like you really had FOMO about?
When my podcast co-host didn't go to the white party, I like had FOMO for you.
Rick
Rubin. Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad I missed these Diddy white parties. I think that was a good thing, but
that was a good call.
Yeah. Yes, Marty.
You've had
they
2
can't see
shots
your face
to hang out with Ariana Grande, and
he turned both of them down.
Or no,
she wanted to take you out on a date, bro. Yeah. We didn't really expound that.
Like, we didn't say that on the pod.
We didn't bro.
We didn't tell that story on our pod because I think
we can cut it out if you don't want that part.
No, you could just leave it.
We're taking it out?
Yeah, just leave it. But I won't tell the story though. But you could just leave it.
Okay.
But 2 times, Ian.
That's
2. And if nothing else, you turned down like meeting Rihanna.
Where, at the white party?
Yeah.
I met Rihanna before.
Okay. Is she nice?
She was pregnant, and you know I hate pregnant women, so
no,
I stood away from her.
That's not shocking. Wait, what? Like, did you meet her, or were you at like an event where she was?
I was at a party. She was at a party.
Saturday Night Live?
Stomach out. Rihanna, it was the
Crop
first
top?
baby, crop top, stomach out with ASAP in LA. It was Chappelle's party.
It sounded like a Chappelle party.
Yeah.
Did you say hi?
No.
It's hurting me.
I think that's why, honestly, I think this is why I get invited to parties because I don't say hi.
You're already
in the corner.
You're already no. You just understand the
Yeah, they're like
politics.
this guy is not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, he's not running up to people
Nobody
like saying hello.
Yeah, you're already like made for that position.
Right. What I look like going up to Rihanna and saying hi?
While she's pregnant,
She gonna be like,
security.
what?
Get this guy
We're
out of
different
here.
people. That's okay.
You would run up to Rihanna if let's say we found ourselves in a party where Rihanna was there. You would run up to her, Marty?
No, but I'd ask you to.
Like introduce me to Rihanna?
Like I think I would come up with some way to get into like the orbit without running up and like blatantly saying
Okay,
hello.
but let's talk this through. Let's see how this is gonna play out.
This
All
is
Okay.
great.
Let's see let's say there's Rihanna there, and let's say I have access to Rihanna, and you're there, and you want to meet. So I'm like, hey, Rihanna, this is Marty. Marty, this is Rihanna.
And you just blatantly introduce me?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
then
kind
I
of
would
brown
just
are
say
you?
hi. Then I'd just say hi normally. Like, I don't think that she just asked.
Sorry. What if Rihanna asks that? What are you gonna do? You gotta be prepared. You gotta be just
Whatever the color code is for why I think it's like all F's or zeros. But I think I would just say hi then. But if there wasn't somebody to like introduce me, like if there wasn't somebody to like do that, I think I would spend the night. I think I would make up some game in my head of being like, how can I say hello while not introducing myself, while just having it be a normal interaction? Like I'd probably find some way to be like, do you know where the bathroom is? Or like
You're gonna ask
Rihanna where the
Or
You're
bathroom
gonna
like-
get us
is.
kicked out the party.
No, but I think I'd
She
say
gonna be
some-
like, I don't work here, bitch. That's how like
But I
imagine
would
she
tell
talks.
somebody where the bathroom or be
Yeah, but
like,
you're not Rihanna. You're like, I would tell somebody where the bathroom is too.
Asking Rihanna where
But
the bathroom
I'm
is
not a
is
billionaire.
crazy.
No, but I would think I would find something really dumb and mundane to like.
That'd
to,
be
like,
hilarious, though.
bond over.
Yo, Ree, you know what a bathroom
Where's the
is?
bathroom?
Gotta take a mean shit.
You're so rude.
A
But, like-
mean shit.
Is-
But,
is the
She might
enchiladas-
find that funny.
But like, wouldn't you find something tiny to say to her? Like, you'd just be like,
No.
"Oh my
No.
god!" Like doesn't or like you know when you just kind of go up to strangers, like you know when you go into a girl's bathroom and like
We don't go into
everybody in the
girls'
bathroom,
bathrooms.
it's like there's always some drunk girl in the bathroom that's like, "You look like an angel."
Is that what happens in there?
Yeah, like
I thought
it's
y'all was
just-
all taking shits. Y'all having
You're-
conversations?
You're so crude.
the ladies' bathroom is probably the most disgusting place in the world.
I made like 3 friends at the Comedy Cellar bathroom that night I went
Did
to
you?
your show. Yeah, I went.
And that's a small one.
I know, and like one of the girls that was in there was like peeing, and she was like, "Oh my god, what's your name?" And I was like, "Marty," and she was like, "My parents deadass almost named me Marty," and I was like, "Really?" And her friend was like, "Sarah, no, they didn't."
Just lying? Why she lying?
I don't know. And she was like in the stall, and I was like, "Oh my god, no way!" And her friend was like, "Your name is Sarah. They didn't almost name you Marty." And I was like,
Y'all be hearing each other screams?
"Yeah, like it's just
Like pee screams?
yeah."
Like you ever been in a bathroom and been like,
Damn, she's
yo, that's
screaming great.
a hard scream.
That's a powerful
It's a loud
scream.
scream.
Do you have that thought in the bathroom?
I guess I have had that thought where you're like, why this man peeing so hard? So he would be trying to pee mad hard.
Okay, well, I don't have that thought as actively
I remember
as you
that
do.
in high school. That was the thing in high school. I remember one time, my boy said that. He was like, well, why are you in there trying to pee mad hard? I'm like, what's peeing hard? He's like, he's just making the scream sound mad loud against
Mad
the
and
water.
intense.
Yeah, for no reason, bro. It's other dudes in here. Why are you
Like,
doing this?
who you showing off for?
Yeah. About how strong your stream
Your
is.
stream is out of here. That's crazy.
No, I've never had that experience in the
You will
bathroom,
now.
but you clearly have. Okay.
You will now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the back of your mind.
Now, there's 2 types of FOMO. There's event-based and milestone-based.
Yeah.
What's like a milestone-based FOMO?
Like-
a
Like
birthday?
fear I won't get married by the time I'm 35.
Yeah, married, kids,
house.
divorce.
Those are big ones.
Yeah.
Because those affect your life.
Yeah.
But who sets those milestones?
Women.
Okay. Is there like an election for it?
You guys set them.
I feel like you set them more than I've ever set them in this room. Him? So like, yeah.
What milestone? I'm
like, I think in your brain, you're always like going on about like in your 30s, you have to do this because in your 20s, you did this. And I'm kind of just like.
Yeah, but you're in your 20s.
Yeah, but 20s. Like I'm like, whenever you're not a shit show, you can do whatever the next step is.
Right, but you're in your 20s. Like you think you have the 20-year-old mindset where you have like your whole life ahead of you.
A bunch of time.
Yeah, you have like a lot of time, but that's
okay. So you don't have milestones. It's only coming from women. So go back to your question.
No, my question is, what is worse? Well, I guess I was saying that milestone based, those are worse because those that can really lead to like a tough time as far as like you being depressed or down.
Yeah.
Feeling like comparing yourself to other people. This isn't good. You shouldn't compare yourself to other people.
And it's so difficult now because of IG and social media. Like that's basically what everything is about. Just comparing.
It's going to compare. Yeah. And it's hard. I mean, you see your friend, she's 26, she's getting married and whatever. And you're like, man, is it going to happen for me? I get it. It's normal. But it's just, sometimes you just got to remind yourself and remind her that she's going to get divorced. So maybe don't post so many photos and stories because you're going to have to delete them. So maybe post like 10. Yeah. So when you get divorced, you don't got to delete
and don't start
your whole page.
A couple's page too.
No, the couple's page
is like
don't
very
get me started
egregious.
on that.
Yeah. You know what? I think with the milestone thing too, is just like you have to be, what were you saying? Self-awareness. You got to be self-confident. Be like, yo, all of that is cool, but this is where I'm at in my life and I'm happy here. Like I'm happy not having to hear other people's arguments and I don't want to pick up after no snotty ass kids. I don't like changing diapers. So I'm actually having a great time.
I feel like it's good to set the milestones just to give yourself something to work towards, but maybe don't be so like, so people be like, oh, I want to do this by the time I'm 35. So I'm like, so if it happens at 36, it's failure?
Or you didn't have a good time?
Yeah, that's failure. So I think it's important to set the milestones that you want to reach. But if you don't reach them, give yourself grace.
Did you ever set like them age milestones?
Did I? Yes. I used to say
you want to lose your virginity by...
No. Oh. That one, I thought it would just come naturally. But I did used to say, big milestone I used to have when I was young, I used to say I wanted to host the MTV Movie Awards, the MTV Video VMAs by the time I was 33, which is right now.
But
I believe in you, girly.
I have 4 months.
But it's not the same thing.
Isn't it in the spring though?
I have 5 months. It's in the fall.
Oh, it's
right around my birthday. It's in September.
It's in the fall. So you can still text your agents and be like,
I'm gonna need some of these clips to go viral immediately.
ASAP, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is too, is like, does it hold the same weight? Like, it don't hold the same weight that like when we were young.
VMAs?
Yeah.
No, it definitely doesn't. But I've had career milestones like going on the Tonight Show, HBO. So those are all milestones I wanted, but I didn't give myself an age limit for that. I don't think you should give an age limit. Just give yourself the freedom to be able to achieve them whenever you achieve them.
Remember, we were gonna go to the iHeart Music Awards.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go to the iHeart Music Awards.
Music Awards or something like
that. The iHeart Radio Awards in 2018.
And we had matching
in Vegas
suits ready.
We weren't gonna go as spectators.
No, we were gonna go to do some damage.
Performers. No, we hosted this music show that was gonna take us there,
and and
then they ghosted us.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, and just left us with our suits.
Didn't answer no calls.
What are some event milestones you wish you had experienced? Well, the iHeart Music Festival.
That's definitely one. South by Southwest. Big shout out to Brian.
Yeah, I've done that one.
They left us. How was it?
South by Southwest?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's more of a music festival. It's better for music.
I mean, but you did Montreal, right? Was that a milestone?
Yeah. I've checked off a lot of the things that I wanted to do in my life.
Congrats, girly.
Yeah.
Excited for you.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's one event? I don't know if I'll get canceled for this, but I wanted to go to the Glow in the Dark tour. And I was in college, but
who's that? Chris Brown?
That was Kanye. That was Kanye graduation time.
No, that's not. That's fine. That's old Kanye.
That's old Kanye. So we good?
I'll go to a Kanye show now.
Would you?
Yeah. If you get me get me the ticket. But I just want to hear the music. I hope you don't just stop the show and start ranting about how Calvin Klein don't want to hire him. I don't want to pay $300 a ticket to hear a 3-hour rant about how
the Gap didn't pay him.
Yeah, the Gap ain't paying him the money that he deserved.
Yeah.
At what age you think you should grow out of FOMO? Is there an age? I think it keeps happening.
Yeah, I don't think it ever like leaves. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, there's a lot of older ladies that want grandkids. And they see all of their lady friends at work or whatever. We're like, yeah, you know, this one has grandkids and this one has grandkids, and I don't know if I'll ever have grandkids.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you grow out of FOMO. No. I've known people, and I don't want to sound too dark, but like I've known people who have been on their deathbed or passing away for whatever reason, and one of their biggest things is like fear of missing out. Like they're just like, they know that life is done. The people they love are going to continue to do and go to events, and they won't be able to attend them. And that's a very weird
FOMO.
It puts things in perspective, especially when it's somebody you love, because it makes you be like, oh damn, I should be going to these events. I should go speak to Rihanna.
You should go speak to Rihanna.
I should go see where the bathroom is.
Yeah, you definitely should.
You should. You can use that line. I'll allow it.
But that's a big thing. But if I had to give one advice when it comes to FOMO, and I know we preach whatever, but this is like go do the things. Go to the things you get invited to.
All of them?
Go. Why not? That's where life happens. That's where life happens.
You sound like a Hallmark card.
Yeah, I mean, don't use my words and use it as a way to be in the club every single night. Oh, I gotta make life happen. But like when it comes to like family or friends or even work stuff, yeah, go to the events.
Especially family stuff.
Yeah, especially family stuff. And friends.
Yeah, definitely friend stuff too, because then like you look back at your life and you're like, damn, like what the fuck, like why did I miss this?
Yeah, some people, FOMO's real. The fear of missing out is real. Don't let it debilitate you, right? Don't start canceling everything, work so you can make your friend's third baby shower. Yeah. So, but if you have an opportunity to reach it, you should do it. That was my goal. I remember like around New Year's Eve, my goal is always to do more stuff. And in no specific thing. I just want to do more stuff.
Drink more coffee?
I just want to live more. I just want to go to more events. I just want to, find people less annoying. I want to do the things.
I have a question. I came late. Please. Did we have a voicemail?
No,
we don't voicemail. Yo, hit us up. 347-378-9423. You know the vibes.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up. Before we get out of here, we got to leave you with space facts.
I did get one of those.
Did you?
A space fact?
Yeah.
Well,
someone sent one in?
We're not asking for those.
I know.
We're giving them. So this one is a little wild one. I had to write this one down. This is a theory on how the universe will end. Not just the Earth, the whole universe. So the theory is called the heat death of the universe. And it says that in 100 billion years, we will no longer see distant galaxies. Like they'll just be gone. We'll search and they'll see nothing. It'll just be blackness. In 100 trillion years, all the stars in the universe will die off. It just turn off the lights in the universe. It would just be a cold, dark, empty universe, leaving only black holes and some particles. And then finally, in 2 Google years, and that's 2 with 100 zeros after it. That's what 2 Google years. That's the numbers. You can't even imagine how long that is. Black holes and particles will decay, leaving nothing behind, just complete cold and dark, empty space for eternity. It would be nothing else. So go to the event.
Yeah,
ask Rihanna for the bathroom.
Yeah, because this shit's all gonna end anyway.
Because it's all gonna end.
That was pretty grave.
There we go. I like to let people know that they're gonna die.
We did it.
Thank y'all for listening to another episode.
Thanks.
We really appreciate it.
Big shout
come
out.
check me out, IanLaraLive.com, IanLaraLive on Instagram. I am DJ APM
That's
on Instagram. Leave a comment, give us a thumbs up. Thank y'all for listening. We love y'all, adulterers. Peace.